Hey everyone, Misfit here from the Coop guys, back with Kerbal Space Program, and I have beaten this purple line. I managed to get a maneuver right here just when those two orbits were different. And I've loaded a quick save, by the way, back when we did our burn to try and fix this, because I want to try and get more of this, because I was absolutely sure that I could have fixed our disastrous orbit around Duna and not Duna, Dres, if I was able to do something here. And that's what we're going to do now. So I was able to plot a maneuver there, and I just moved it round here. Now this is where things get a little tricky. So our current periapsis is 29. So we were coming in too low, so we need to raise ourselves up a bit. Problem is, it's really hard to tell. So we got two periapses there. Do we? No, we don't. We should have two. One's 20, one's 23. Or 29. 29 is the one that we're currently on. We're going to try and get the other one, which is now gone. Uh-oh. We might be smacking into this thing. Come on. 12. Okay, I'm going to assume that this maneuver will work. So, and it's not going to be much anyway. So, I'm going to speed up time until we get here. We'll make our burn, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, we're at our burn point, and we're kind of we're facing in the direction we need to go. We only need to get that much speed in order to change this, and it's really difficult to tell which periapsis is the one I want, so I'm actually going to get rid of this maneuver so I can see it. So we've highlighted it, so it should stay there. So let's baby steps, burning very, very lightly. Bring this down as much as we can. Okay. Now I thought this might happen. We're starting to get away from it. Let's see, which direction do we need to go now to change that? It's not really showing it at all. Let's bring us in. Maybe unhighlight that. Alright, give me a sec. I'm going to see if I can what else I can do here. Alright, we got kind of a maneuver here. It's going to be 473 kilometers that we're going to get close enough to. And we're going to reach that point in 1 day. So let's speed up again a little bit. And get... Let's get close as we can. Sorry, I'm not speaking much because I'm concentrating. I do not want to screw this up. It's taking me quite a while to actually try and get this. This is a real problem with the game as well, like because it's all overlaid with each other and you just can't tell one from the other. So yeah, let's just try and do our best. Six minutes, and we need to go at like 4 seconds or something. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I'm just gonna... Hang on, I'm gonna unset its target and try and... There, we cleared that. Set its target again. Okay, so there's both our periapses there. So let's turn on our SES because we turned that off a little while ago, and let's just do it now. 3, 2, 1. Hit. Now we're getting further away. 600 is good though. It's better than the, what, 12 million or something we had before. Okay. And I'll about do it. I'll see what else I can do off camera, and then I will meet you when we're ready to get into orbit around Dres. Alright, after a bit of finagling, managed to get it down to 30 kilometers, which I'm really chuffed at. Now the only real question is, do we have enough fuel slash thrust to slow us down to actually orbit Dres, let alone get back? I've turned off the SES because sometimes for long distance things it can actually affect what angle you come in at, so I've left it off for now. But we're gonna speed up time a bit more, and we're gonna get into our encounter with Dres. It's a very, very small planet, so we're at 6,000. So we're still going to have to gain a lot of speed here. But let's get all the way down. If we zoom right in, this time we are approaching on the same plane. We could probably come in at a little bit of an angle, but I don't want to change that. I don't want to change how our orbit comes in, but the ship is now facing directly towards Dres, so it's over there somewhere. So let's speed up time till it comes into view. I think that's it there. I don't know. Oh god, did I just miss it? No. Oh, I thought we just zoomed right by it there for a minute. Alright, let's get almost to the encounter. Our encounter is in 4 hours, so we got 6 hours in order to do this. There it is! I see it now. Okay. Let's get into our encounter point. And we are going to be coming pretty close, so this thing... Whoa! Okay. We're now in our encounter with Dres. We're going to come in... 724, excuse me, I got you down to 30. What happened? Well, let's see what happens. This is still going to be a really long burn, though. Oh, gosh. Probably should have done something about this sooner. Alright, so let's get our orbit like that for now, anyway. 29 million meters, that's 29,000 kilometers. Okay. Right. Oh man, look at that. That's how much speed we need to make up. So we're traveling at 2,000. We need to kill that in order to go around Dres. Alright. At the very least, what we can do is let us get some science. That's what we're here to do anyway. So let's observe that. And we'll keep it. Observe that. Keep it. Crew report. Transmit that right now. And we shall EVA. Let go. Turn on the RCS. Turn on our light. And approach our ship at a very funny angle. And I've forgotten how to control a Kerbal in space. And there we go. So that's a bit better. So, at the very least, we can transmit this stuff back. So we'll be able to get some science from this, but I really don't think that we are going to be able to land on Dres, or we may even be getting to orbit. But getting back to Kerbin is almost certainly out of the question. So, And am I even going to be able to grab this? Hang on, maybe if I change the camera. I forgot what button that changes the camera. Grab. And board. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Get back out there. You forgot to do something. EVA report, please. Thank you. Alright, get back in there. And let's review our stored data. Let's transmit the EVA report, and we've got those guys there. So, we've got something at the very least. Let's plot our return. Not our return. Like, we're going to have a return from this. So, it's just a real shame because I really like Dudbus Kerman. In fact, can we do something from here? Maybe a bit easier. What is that doing? No, that's gonna slingshot us. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, just go away then. Alright. Let's at least attempt this ridiculous burn. Although, I wonder. Oh, I wonder. If we convert this from a lander mission to a flyby mission, because we're gonna, if we alter our trajectory so that we can get close to Dres, maybe we can just nip on by, pick up some science, and maybe we can return to Kerbin. Oh, now that is interesting. That just might do it. In that case, I hate to do it. I'm quick saving here. So what our mission objective now has changed. We're not going to try and land on Dres. If we landed on Dres, then what will probably happen is we'll get stuck there. We might be able to get back into orbit, but we wouldn't be able to get any of our materials back to Kerbin. So let's just have a look at what we've got so far. So we've got, that is 70, 275, 110, and 175. So that's a fair bit of science we've got already. We can probably get one more bit of science when we get, if we can get close to Dres. And then we might just have enough fuel to make it back to Kerbin. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to try and plot a flyby maneuver. And then we'll see what we can do. We might be able to salvage something from this after all. Alright, I did plot a maneuver, but it wouldn't let me do anything. I couldn't actually set a maneuver out here. It would only let me do it here. But I plotted a maneuver just as a guideline. So we're going to try and move our periapsis down. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to try and get it down to about 15 kilometers if we can. And we could probably go for it to be a bit faster. Little bit. Okay. So we're going to try this. We're going to try this flyby mission. Because I reckon if we get close to Dres, grab the science, and then get back to Kerbin without landing on it, that will probably be worth more than if we landed on Dres and transmitted it all back. Because I think we do have enough fuel to get back to Kerbin. The problem we have here, and hang on, and 15. There we go. So we're coming in. What's our fuel like? Our outer tanks are almost drained, but we still got the big guy in the middle, enough for a long burns. And if we grab the science and put it on the ship, we will have a considerably later crash, which allows us to do a lot more things. So the reason I'm doing this is because I think yeah. So let's make some sense, misfit. So I'm trying to get as much science as we can from this mission. Unfortunately, we are probably not going to be able to land. We might load a quick save and see if we could even land. because I don't think we even have enough fuel to do it, because Dres and ourselves are traveling at such different speeds that all the fuel that we have here is not going to be enough to match them up. So, if everything goes well, we should be flying by very close to Dres. So let us do that. Let's speed up time and have a look at this faraway planety moon close up and personal. And I'm going to stop time here, and I'm going to double check that that didn't change, because I would hate to have gone all this way and then just smacked into the thing, but here we are. Let's speed up time a bit so we can get a lovely screenshot of Dres. And that would probably be a really nice angle. And let's just... Where's my electrical charge? Why is the ship not turning? Because this time is still sped up, I guess. Nope. We have oh no, we're out of electrical charge. That's not good. Well, it's a good thing we're reorientating the ship so that we can maybe do that. There we go. Let's get some back before Dres eclipses the planet, the sun. And there's our screenshot. So here is Dres. We are very close to Dres. Let's do some science then. So let's take a crew report here. Okay, we're still too high above Dres to do some noteworthy science. But we are going to be flying by very, very quickly to Dres. I mean, we are traveling at 2,900 meters per second, which is faster than you need to orbit Kerbin, let alone Dres. And we're approaching the dark side, which is a bit of a shame. I really wish... Just turn off the lights! God! There goes all our electrical charge. I should have turned them off before. There we go. We're already 80. Let's see. Can we do something with this now? We're still high above. I'm going to keep doing that until that weird camera thing happens. We're still high above Dres. We should be able to get closer. We're going to have to do our science really quickly though. Crew report. Nothing. Oops. Let's leave that alone. Sorry if the video is really dark. I have run out of electrical charge a lot sooner than I anticipated. Dudbus Kerbin is really enjoying himself though. He's right next to another planet, which is all grayed out and really hard to see. Okay, I think we already are approaching the thing. Space near Dres, that's what we want. Observe materials bay, let's do it. Let's do this fast. Fast science! Mr. Igu. Get that. Temperature. Can we do it here? We can! Keep it. Okay. EVA. EVA report. It's based near Dres. Keep that. Alright. Get back aboard just now. Oh! That was speed science right there. And here's another screenshot for you. Okay. Maybe we should do two. Actually, wait a minute. I want to check something here. Who knows? Maybe we can fly by another planet on the way back. There's Duna, but it's heading out, and we're probably not going to be able to go to the inner planets. Okay, and I think we've missed our opportunity to do the second experiments anyway. Oh, right. Well, there is Dres, or there was Dres. See you later, buddy. Thanks for the science. So yeah, not the best mission, but we have managed to salvage a failed landing mission into a possible successful flyby. We're too far away to log a temperature scan. So, I'm going to get Dudbus Kerman to gather this science back onto the ship. And then we are going to plot our journey back to Kerbin. So we wave goodbye to Dres. And we focus more on returning Dudbus Kerman to Kerbin. With all the science he has collected. Let's turn our lights back on now, they're recharging. I also sent off his EVA report and the crew report that had been gathered. So we're now left with 7 pieces of data, which are quickly tallied up to be almost 1,000 science. And especially considering that that would be 175 if we didn't, 175 if we recover it, but 35 if we transmitted it. I think if we get this back to Kerbin, we'll get more science than if we landed on it and transmitted the stuff that even we got on the surface. So I think we made the right choice here. It's a real shame that we couldn't land on Dres with this mission, but this rocket definitely could have been designed better. But considering we didn't have the skipper engine or anything like that to get us out of the atmosphere, and considering we did this without docking ports, I think we did quite well. So let us plot how on earth we're going to get back to Kerbin. Actually, let's set that as a target. So one of the first things we're going to have to do is when we get there, we're going to have to burn so that we're coming in. Well, we don't have any kind of intersect yet, which might be an issue, but we'll probably do a burn here to try and line us up so that we're back on the same plane as we were when we were orbiting Kerbin, and that will make it easier to actually get back on there. So also, whilst we're out here, we don't really need these outer engines anymore, because we've got all the science from them. We're not landing, so we don't need them. Which ones are they? Well, I am staged correctly for this, aren't I? I am, so let's just ditch them now. And there they go. So we still got our 2 engines left. They have a little bit of fuel left, but they've still got this guy here. So, right, let me plot a journey back, and I will join you when we're ready to burn. Almost ready to burn, and I left the lights on again, so we're almost out of electrical charge, but I just charged back up thanks to this, thanks to the power of time control. Dudbus Kerman is elated, and we just missed our mark. Dang it! I guess at this distance out, it doesn't really matter too much. But we've got a 44-second burn to get us back into the atmosphere. We're traveling at some speed, though. And we're going to be traveling very fast when we get to the orbit, close to the orbit of Kerbin. But oh, and we just lost our outer engines, so let's ditch them. Now we're in a very small, very light, but also quite speedy craft. So let's see. Let's just get ready to cut our engines, and no. So we're relatively close. Unfortunately, when we get to here, Kerbin is all the way over there. So we're going to have to do something, because we're almost on the opposite side of the sun. What we might end up having to do is either move our periapsis up, which would be a bit of fuel hog, or bring that down to about close to Duna, maybe? Who knows? So let's get another maneuver ready. I'll join you when we're ready to make that said maneuver. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a flyby of Duna. That might be interesting. Don't have any of the science experiments left. We kind of ditched one. Oops. Oh well. Maybe we'll get a recruit report and an EVA report from Duna. But that's a long shot. Anyway, let's carry on. There we go. There's what's left of our ship in the light for once. We are approaching the periapsis of our orbit around the sun, and wouldn't you know it, when I plotted our retro burn to bring down our apoapsis from Dres, we got an encounter with Kerbin. So we're coming in for an encounter. Unfortunately, it is 135 days away. So poor Dudbus Kerbin has already been in space for 287 days. And looks like he's going to have to go all the way around close to Duna. I did check. Unfortunately, by the time we get to about here, Duna's already there. So we won't be doing a flyby of Duna. But once more around the sun, and we are going to get you home, Dudbus. Yeah, he's happy at the news. And we've got a burn coming up of about 1 minute and 5 seconds. This will probably use up a lot of this fuel, but just enough to get us back home. We definitely would never would have landed on Dres. What was I thinking? But anyway, let's get lined up for our burn. We're pretty lined up already. We just need to skip ahead time till 32 seconds, I think, and then we can put. Look how fast we're going. 11 kilometers, 11.5 kilometers a second. That's a speed record. Let's see how much, and we've got to shave 2,000 of that speed off. Thank goodness I packed this tank. There we go. How is our orbit coming down? We're no longer in the orbital plane of Dres. We're coming down to the orbital plane of Duna. We're coming down to the orbital plane of Duna in a moment. On your right, you will see the red astral body that's named Duna. Fortunately, you were nowhere near enough to actually see the thing. Don't know where that came from. Sorry. How much fuel we got left? Just over half a tank. We're almost ready to cut our engines. And let's make sure we don't screw up our encounter, actually, now that I think about it. Let's throttle all the way down. And reset our SAS there. Let's fire our engines very slightly. We need to turn on the caps lock. We need to be very accurate because we want to make sure we can actually get into an encounter here and save what fuel we can. Because even though we have a lot left, it's our last supply, so we don't want to screw this up. Otherwise we abandon Dudbus to the ethereal wind. And I have no idea whether this is having an effect or not, so let's speed up a bit. Come on. Show me something. 10, 9, 8, 6. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of that maneuver. It's annoying me. So how close do we get to Kerbin? Pretty far away. But when we get closer, we can definitely get closer. So we're going to go for a nice little orbit around the sun. Hope you packed a little munchies there, Dudbus, because you're still going to be out here a while. You've already been out here a while. I hope your diet is working out quite well for you, because you're going to be sticking to it for another 4 months or so. So we will see you when we're ready to get back to Kerbin. Just one more burn here, just to try and get the periapsis to Kerbin down a bit more. I just thought, though, you never know, we might get a flyby of Minimus coming up. 16, 15, 14. Probably when that reaches here is when we cut our engines. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so 2.8 million meters from Kerbin. Excellent. See you when we're on re-entry. There she blows off in the distance, right about here. There's our beautiful Kerbin. We spent over a year in space. We're on our way home. Dudbus is so happy to see that little blue fuzzy ball of Kerbals again. Now, just speeding up time until we get into our encounter here. Oh gosh, what just happened? Okay, we are in our encounter. We already went right past Minmus. What on earth happened there? Okay. Looks like we didn't have an encounter with Minmus. I think it's moving this way. We may have. I don't know. What's our speed at? Oh, it's not too bad, actually. We're coming out above Kerbin, though. So... let's do a maneuver here. Or there. What is going on with all the vectors? I have no idea. I guess the purple line is where our actual trajectory is. Not really sure. Let's reset the map because we do need to like slow down and land on Kerbin. Unless we're not actually in the encounter yet. No, I think we are. Right, why can I not set a maneuver then? Alright, yeah, that purple line is definitely what we're... Oh, come on. Alright, give me a sec, guys. Alright, we got a maneuver, but we're gonna come in hot. I was considering going into orbit around Kerbin, but we've got a lot of speed to get to... In order to get into orbit around Kerbin, it would have to be at least double this speed, so... there would be a lot of fuel to waste. And we don't have a lot to waste. So let's get down to... No. Let's go. Let's get this cooking. So... who knows, we might just be able to get into orbit around Kerbin, but we're wanting to land on it, so... it doesn't really matter if we... let's bring that back up. Okay, we're coming into land now. That's for sure. We may have had enough to go into orbit, but I really doubt it, and we've ended up in exactly 1/4 of the tank. So there we go. We are on approach to Kerbin, and we're probably going to pick up a lot of speed when we get there. When we get closer, that's for sure. Dudbus is very excited. It's almost home. If we screw this up, however, we will be slingshotted out of the entire system. That will be pretty interesting, but still. Let's... oh, why did I throttle that up? It's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And slow down time. And there's the space center right down here, but we're obviously not going to be able to make that. Anything we can do to our orbit here? In fact, who knows? Maybe... no, the planet's rotating that way. We've missed our opportunity. But we are kind of coming in... we might hit the ocean on the far side. Who knows? But let's speed up time just a little bit more. Get a nice shot of our beloved planet. With very nice rivers there. I didn't even notice them before. We are at 260 kilometers. Just double checking. Yes, I do in fact have a parachute. 150 kilometers. We are coming in quite fast. 3,500 meters per second. So that's like 3.5 kilometers per second. Not as fast as we were traveling earlier on, but still. Let's turn off our SES for this. It's much more interesting. And then we should probably jettison our engine now. Goodbye, faithful spacecraft. You served us well. Oop, and let's just rotate around wildly. Now, I am half expecting these solar panels to break off in re-entry. As long as they don't take out the parachute, that's fine. That would be really bad if it did, though. And there goes the music. We are approaching. We're on approach. We're going into the ocean. That's really good. So yeah, we're on approach with a ton of science from Dres. I did not expect this mission to succeed as well as it has. I didn't think we'd be able to do a flyby and return to Kerbin, but we have. This episode may have run pretty long as a result, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer for this. And let's turn off SAS now, so that the ship can align, because the command modules are really good at lining themselves up for re-entry. And let's see if these solar panels actually do break off. Oh, wait a minute. We got... Oh, dang it. Thought I could maybe get some temperature readings. I don't know. Crew report from while we're re-entering the atmosphere? Nah. Where did our engine go? Oh, it's still over there. Almost a kilometre away from us. Dudbus is... Oh, he's back to his usual... quietly confident self. He must have known more about this mission than I did, because I didn't think this mission was going to do well. Shows what I know. Oh, what's this maneuver thing showing? Whatever. Let's speed up time a little bit, but we're not going to make the same mistake that we did with Danny. We'll get down to about 2.5 kilometers, deploy the chute, and then hope for the best. Alright, let's deploy. And our solar panels didn't burn off. I am amazed. I shall remember that for future missions, because when I've played around with solar panels before, they did kind of break off when you least wanted them to. And open up, please. Open up the parachute, please. Now would be good. Woof! Oh, and there goes our engine. So there we go. The rocket that Jack built was a surprising success. Not as much as we planned, but more than we hoped. And let's just touch down now. So let's... I wonder how much science we got, because we actually did transmit some of the crew reports and AVA reports back, so... Let's just see how much we got from this mission to Dres. Woohoo! You're home, Dudbus! Oh wow! His head kind of moves with the G-forces a little bit. Ah well. Let's recover the vessel. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. 967 science earned in this mission. And some of that is actually from the stuff we transmitted back. Nice. So we have now got 1400 science to spend, and we will spend that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.